Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Matt.
And Eli, and this high school football video is brought to you by the fine folks over at Naples Rib Company. And all of our football coverage this year is sponsored by Tyson Ruffins and Wendell Wowo Moy Jr. And all of our Jordan coverage is sponsored by Chris Steinhauser. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
We're live on the north side as Jordan wraps up their non-league schedule against Charter Oak. A tough opponent, especially after Panthers are coming off a loss to Poly to open more league play. Samaje Jackson and company looking to keep the Charter Oak potent offense off the field, and it'll be a big job for Jackson to keep that potent Chargers offense off the field. Charter Oak led by Purdue commit Corin Berry, who's a dual threat looking to get the Chargers back in the win column after a bye.
Yeah, so a tough task, and early on, the Panthers got a great push up front to start. As you see Jackson get loose, you see that elusiveness from the basketball player, the all-more league basketball player here for a nice gain on the right sideline. Then it's Marcus Williams gets loose himself, showing his speed for a nice gain of 40 yards to the Charter Oak 18. So you can kind of see the Panthers feeling themselves, especially getting that ground game going with all their athletes getting the ball in their hands.
Definitely. Getting that offense going is huge. However, they can't convert for the field goal, and it's no good. After Jordan's defense came up with a stop, Jackson and the Panthers go 3-and-out deep in their own territory, and they have to go for a punt. And on the punt attempt, it's a double thump. And Charter Oaks' Jacob Martinez catches it and scores. He's got the ball, and he takes it all the way for the touchdown. Sad turn of events for Jordan early on as the Chargers take a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, it looked like he was just catching a pass, but that was a double thump. Early in the second quarter, though, Charter Oak brings the pressure and forces a fumble. The Chargers come up with the ball. That's not what you want to see if you're Jordan, but Charter Oak with the ball in good field positioning as we head into the second quarter.
Berry then takes advantage of the field position as he tosses it to Damian Huff, and he's huffing and puffing for a 12-yard touchdown. Charter Oak extends the lead to 14-0.
Yeah, a way to avoid that tackle there on the right sideline. And on the next drive, Jackson looks to stretch the field, and his pass is picked off by Isaiah Arona. A tough one for the Panthers as they look to keep things close here. However, Trajan Spears says, "I got one for you." Not so fast as he picks off Berry. That's a nice play on a Purdue quarterback, and we're headed the other way.
Nice. Turnovers were definitely a big part of keeping Jordan in this one. They wanted to just get a spark going on offense. However, another stalled punt attempt, and it's a double thump. And the Chargers have a short field again. Twice a double thump. Unfortunate for Jordan. First time was nice, and it's another huff as Damian scores 21-0. A quick turnaround as Chargers take a 21 lead.
You can't keep that guy out of the end zone, and once wasn't enough as the Panthers defense kept fighting, and this time it's Myron Valentine who picks off Berry for the second time. Like I said, really impressive to be picking off that guy, and they're taking it deep into Charter Oak territory. However, Jordan has to settle for a field goal, and it's another miss, their second of the night. Not things going for the Jordan offense.
Berry then goes right back to work as he finds Christian Alarcon for a 33-yard gain, and the Chargers are starting to find that spark as they continue to move things through the air. Berry then keeps it himself and extends the lead to 28-0 midway through the third. Credit to the Jordan offense, though, as they continue to battle as they get Connie Swisher, breaks it to the outside for an 8-yard gain.
Marcus Williams then goes around the outside and scores for a 23-yard touchdown. 2-4, always open. Jordan able to avoid the shutout and, like I said, get into the end zone here to conclude their non-league schedule. Charter Oak goes on to win it 42-7. Jordan will be back in more league play when they host Milliken next week.
For all coverage of that and more, you got to keep it right here at the 562.